Oh my goodness. Everything's just spinning. Hey everybody, how's it going? Long time no see, right? Gosh, it feels like it's been forever. And here I am, just like always, running so far behind that I'm like, oh, it's 12 o'clock. It's time to start this video. Anyways, welcome. It's so good to see you. Hi, Jen. Your sweater is looking gorgeous. Your soundtrack. God, it feels weird to see myself with curly hair. I feel like I'm wearing a wig. It's been a really long time. This is how I always used to do my hair, and it was just super weird and frizzy from having it up after I showered yesterday, and so I curled it. It's very strange. Very strange. Hi, Kim. Welcome on time. And hello, Rhonda. How's everybody doing? Hi, Mom. Oh, you're on time too. Hi, Sarah, Patty, Paula Webb. Hi. Hi, Jen Zumbo. Oh, I've missed you guys. It was a really nice break last week to not like suddenly be like, oh my gosh, I got to go do my live. Just be able to chill and sit out back on the patio at the house we were renting and knit and then lovely weather and it wasn't windy and I'll stop complaining about the wind. Wind. I know I live in the windiest place, but um, it sure gets old. It really, really gets old. Let's tip that down just a little bit. So yeah, I had a really good trip. Thank you, Mary. I did. I had a great vacation. Hi, Erica. Um, we were at this kind of mountain community in Central Oregon, and so it's pines and sage and juniper, and it smells so good when it's warm. It wasn't crazy hot. It was like high 70s, but it was perfect for sitting out on the back patio and knitting. Except I have to tell you a story about that. Um, and there was a lot of mosquitoes. So I'm covered in some nasty giant. I react weird to mosquito bites, or at least I always did growing up and through my 20s. And then I thought that I was slowly growing out of it, but I just think we have a different breed of mosquitoes here than they have in Central Oregon. These were like honkers, big fatties, and we were also really close to water, standing water, this like non-moving, the Little Sun River. Hi, Rennie, Beth, Nydia. It's great to see everybody. Yeah, we got eat alive, and they got in the house and they eat us at night. But my kids react bad to mosquitoes. They definitely inherited that from me. That part, I could take it or leave it because I don't love putting DEET on myself, but I'll do it to avoid mosquito bites, especially the ones I react badly to. Like I look like I have some sort of infectious disease on my legs with these stupid mosquito bites. And I've got one on the bottom of my foot. And I tried running today, and oh my God, that was like a special kind of torture in running shoes, getting hot and sweaty with a mosquito bite on the bottom of my foot. It's just the excuse I need not to run ever again in my life. Um, Hi, Kim. So, anyways, yeah, it was such a good time. So, I'm going to show you some of the stuff I was able to work on because I did do some knitting. I also did some outdoor activities. So, if you know me, you know that that is weird. I We did a lot of biking. They have so many great paved trails all around that whole community, and the house came with a bunch of bikes, and so they had this beautiful cruiser, my kind of bike, and we just biked all over everywhere and back again. And then we also rafted down. We floated down the Deschutes and did a nice float on Friday, which was the warmest day, and so that was all very lovely. I do I do think about my knitting time when I'm doing other things, especially exercise things. Floating doesn't count. I was drinking and floating. Definitely doesn't count as exercise, but um yeah, it was really good. So one day, when everyone else was doing a smaller float, I think this was Tuesday, no, or Wednesday, I can't remember. I opted not to go, and I was just gonna sit out back on the porch and knit. And I was working on my love note, and I was cruising on to the final ribbing on the bottom of the body, and so then. You have to bind off extremely loosely with Love Note, and so I grabbed my 16-inch 10 that I was going to need for my sleeves so that I could bind off on the 10 instead of the 8 because that's the gauge needle. Where is Love Note? I'm going to show you some of this stuff. Oh, one sec. Oh, back here. Um, so I'll show you how far I got before tragedy struck. Mm. I mean, it's really not that tragic. I mean, first world problems, right? But it just prevented me from finishing what I wanted to do while we were gone. So here it is. It's not blocked, of course, or anything. This is the body. I got it all bound off. Um, my purples. This is amethyst earring from Monos and dewberry from in Kid Silk Haze. So I bind off that whole ribbing really loose, and I was checking it. I'm like, okay, yeah, tension feels good. And I get to the last stitch. So, I've got a size 8 in one hand because that's my, I think I bumped there we go. I've got a size 8 in one hand in my left hand, and I've been using the 10 in my right hand to make it loose. And I just let go. And I think it was because I was thinking it was attached, like it was the 8, the other half of the 8 attached. So I let go of the 10 and it kind of drops down at my feet and I'm like, "Oh, I got to get that." And as I reach down to grab it, one needle tip goes between two slats and I'm like, "Oh, oh, oh." And I reach further and boom, needle's gone. And it's down below the deck and it's completely inaccessible. So I left behind a 16-inch size 10 Chiagu under the deck at my rental house in Sun River. And it meant that I couldn't put my sleeves on and bust those out during the trip, which was kind of disappointing because I really thought that I'd come home with this all finished and I would show it off. I'd be like, look what I did. So that's my sad saga. I know it's really not that sad. Jason was talking about like, well, we could go get a screwdriver. We could start taking slats out of the deck. I was like, that's crazy. Are you serious? He's like, well, how much is one of those worth? I was like, uh, 11 or $12. And he just gave me this look and he's like, never mind. I'm not getting that out for you. Floating boat. Drinking while yep, we were definitely a floating boat. Um yeah, I could see Margot, I could see the needle. Like I could like see down through the slats and see shiny parts of the needle. So that was frustrating because the rest of the whole week every time we sat outside, I was like looking down at my needle. I'm like, come back. So anyway, I was forced to work on some other things. One of which is right here next to me, but I'm not going to show it to you because it's secret. It's top secret, and it is the thing that's going with the big thing that I have not told you about yet, but I've teased about in our Instagram and our Facebook. So I'm really excited. I'm really happy with how my design's coming out. And the news on that should break late this week. And then maybe even have something special going Saturday. So if you're on our email list, you will get advanced notification for this special thing we're working on that is going to come out within a week. So make sure you're signed up and subscribe to our newsletter list because that's where there will be some early bird notifications for getting on board. And there is a limited number because we had to, in order to get things moving with dyers, we had to like pick a number and say, okay, I hope we can sell this many, but that means we're also limited to that many. So if you want to make sure you're getting in on this fun business I'm scheming up with two shop friends of mine, then make sure you're on our newsletter list because we will send out to just the newsletter list 24 hours ahead of when it goes on sale to everybody else. So, yeah, I wish I could show you guys because I'm super excited about it. So then said when I worked on the secret thing and then I worked on my soundtrack and I can't wait to show you guys because it's really fun. Soundtrack number 2. Ooh, there's the secret thing. Ooh, there it is. Nope. Oh, there's the secret thing right in the corner of the. Oh, no. So okay, so then I also worked on um my shelter cove. Whoops. There we go. It's not much to look at because the neckline's all loose and gapey and needs to be finished. And then here's my center front panel. Um, that little thing that goes in and out on Shelter Cove. This is, for those of you who aren't familiar with Shelter Cove, this is Marie's. It's a worsted weight design in her Seamless Knit Sweaters in 2 Weeks book. And it's been in my queue for a long time. And this was the colorway you guys helped me pick out in Mochi from Barocco, brand new yarn. And it's just like lighter than air. It's like a cloud. And it's got these cool little tweedy flecks in it that are so pretty. So this has been fun. So I wanted to get to below the armhole on that one. And I didn't work on my flax project at all in tiramisu. Just never even got to that, so I'm not quite yet below the armholes in that. I wish I was further along. Ingrid, I saw yours. You're like almost done. You're Ingrid's also making Shelter Cove right now, and she's cruising. She just posted pictures of hers in Unraveled if you wanted to go see what a Shelter Cove looks like. Okay, so here's the big fun thing. My second soundtrack. What do you think? So this is Blue Sky Woolstock in the natural color here, and then Entropy Decay in Refraction. And so this was the result of me being jealous of all of you people who are knitting with Entropy. I have no self-restraint. I have no self-restraint. Um, and so I couldn't not do it. So this is gonna be my number two. I love it so much. I love the contrast of the cream white with the blue greens, and there's even a smidge of purple that's popped in here that I didn't even realize. So yes, you can see that I am. I think I'm one increase in 5 rounds or so away from the divide for the sleeve. So I can't wait to get that banged out. Let's see. What were you saying, Rhonda? I can't wait to see the surprise. Oh, Fuzzy Goat is your favorite shop on the East Coast. Yeah, Cadence is amazing. I think one of the best parts of doing this whole endeavor with Cadence and Janet is just that we get together every week and on Zoom meetings to work on our plan. And it's just nice to connect with fellow shop owners going through the same things that you're going through in this weird upside down time. And B, we just get along really well and we laugh a lot. But it's really great putting three heads together because we've come up with such fun stuff. Like one of us might kind of start to articulate something, and then the next one kind of grabs it and says, "Oh yeah, like this," and then the third one's like, "How about this?" And then before you know it, we're just blowing our own minds. uh, Margot, you made the wrong size. Did you make it too big? She says she might have to do another soundtrack because she made the wrong size. Um, yeah, I know it does look different with a light color for your main color. You're right, Margot. It's different. I love seeing all of the different soundtracks in the Olive Knits group because there's as wide and varied as the human race can be is wide and varied yarn choices for sweaters for sure. Kim added 6 projects to her. Wait, Kim, where do you buy yarn in Mexico? I've never really heard much about. Oh wait, did you order yarn? I was gonna say I've never heard much about having Mexico having great yarn shops outside of like some big cities. But she says she added 6 projects and it was 88 degrees and 80% humidity, but she was buying yarn. This totally sounds like something I would do. Um, oh, so okay, the last thing I wanted to show you guys today is for those of you who signed up for the Dream in Color Sock Club, the Socket Club. It was the 5 month club starting in July where you get a limited edition colorway and 100 yard mini skein to match your heels and toes um, once a month for 5 months. We just today, with like, that's part of why I was running late, is the mail lady just dropped off our box, got our first shipment. So we will be shipping that out to those of you who've signed up. Um, we have 3 skeins that are available a la carte, or we have a couple of club signups left. If you want to jump in, you can still jump in and get starting with this club. So I'll show you guys here this colorway. It is so much fun. Can you see all of this? Hopefully it's not washing it out too much. What I see sometimes is not what you guys see or what I can tell is being shown when I go and watch the video again. Um, it's interesting how the color tone is different. But so this colorway has this full skein of smooshy sock right here, 420 yards. And then this is your contrast 100 yard mini skein to do your heels and toes. And they've got a recommended sock pattern for doing an afterthought heel so that you could pop in your heel. And this colorway is inspired by knitting on the beach. So Veronica, the dyer at Dream in Color, says that since we all want to be knitting at the beach, but really can't be knitting at the beach, the next best thing is to knit the beach. So what we have here is some water, beautiful water, and sand, and then this little pop of pink here, and other splashes of color that we're seeing. This is our big beach umbrella. So she's got a great picture for inspiration that had beautiful blue green waters and sand, and then a bright colored beach umbrella sticking in the sand. So I think that's really fun. So you can find that on our website, both the club and the single individual. This is $36 for this guy. So that is for your 420 yards and your 100-yard mini skein. So super, super fun. And we'll be getting a new one of these each month for 5 months. Oh, another thing about it is they've dip dyed these, the main skeins. So they will do a fake stripe. They will spiral. So that's really fun too. So that you get this really cool color action happening with these. So all 5 of the months will be dip dyed colorways. So fun. Fun, 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 fun. Martha, we will not ship it. You're on the pickup list. Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Heidi says a watched sweater never dries. That's the truth. Even when it's 80 degrees, if you're staring at it and anxiously awaiting it to dry, it won't. I've got hair or something stuck in my mouth. Yes, knit the beach. Heidi says, "Are you sure the pink isn't an itsy bitsy bikini?" For some people, it could be. Not for me. All right, well, friends, it's been really good to catch up with you and check in and say hello and come back and get into the groove of things. Like I said, stay tuned. Later this week, make sure you're on the email list so you get in on that 24 hours early announcement. And I'm going to get back to work, busily planning every fun thing in the world I can think of to keep us all entertained for the rest of 2020. So, all right, y'all take care. You be safe. Wear a mask. Wash your hands. And I'll see you later.